In my house, I always have bread. I always got some sort of cheese. Always got good tomatoes when the tomatoes are good. And I happen to have some ham. This particular cheese I'm using for this little sandwich, La Serrana. It's actually a sheep's milk cheese from Spain. Kind of tangy, delicious. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a little late night snack by taking some Creole mustard, which is also in my fridge. Kind of a whole grain mustard. You could use Pumari mustard if you don't have that. And then what I want to do is add a couple of slices of tomato, season that up, and some thin slices of the La Serrana cheese. You see? We'll just take that, add a few slices of that, add a few slices of ham, and then what we're going to do is just with olive oil in a skillet. Doesn't have to be butter. Just olive oil. We're going to just sort of griddle this. And then what I'm going to do is just sort of press this a little bit. Now, while this is sort of pressing with the olive oil, look, I don't need to cook this long, okay? Look, we're going to turn this over right now. Okay, we're pressing it, and pressing it. Now, one of the things that I want to talk to you about is, even though that it's late night, what are we going to do as far as some vino? Well, I've got three selections to kind of show you before we dish up this sandwich. The first being a white, it's a Sauvignon Blanc. It's a very, very kicked up vineyard called Orland Swift Cellars, making a very delicious Sauvignon Blanc, if you're in that sort of crisp, citrusy sort of mode. If you want to go up a notch, how about a Pinot from Nicholson Ranch? This is an estate bottle that's absolutely delicious, really delicious. Not easy to get, but really it's coming on strong. Let's turn the sandwich real quick. On the other side, we don't want to burn it. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, and that La Serrana cheese. And then I got a very unique bottle here of Clac Claudon Vineyards. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon. So if you want something big, but you don't want to open a big major bottle, this is some awesome stuff. Very cherry and lots of fruit and a little bit of tannin. All right, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to make another one of these, but first, let me get this going for my wife here. Just kind of cut it in half with a serrated knife. That's when you want to use that knife with the teeth on it, right? When you don't know. So look at this, how simple this is. La Serrana cheese from Spain, sheep's milk cheese with a little bit of tomato. So I've got the acidity of the tomato, the protein of the ham as well, and just it being really, really crisp from pan doing it, pan sort of pressing it, if you will, in a pan with olive oil.